education to it every time.
Now here's my guy Schwenke again. Anchors, counters lined up on his nose. Look at him. Look at the anchor, Charles.
Yep, that's the textbook, huh? Yeah. He really didn't want. He really said, "Look, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing."
To Bushi now, where I think he's going to have to play in the NFL as a guard. I don't see him at tackle. There's the outside rip.
You heard the coach exhorting him.
Safety. You can occasionally have two highs just to make the quarterbacks work a little harder.
This quarterback is Mike Glennon. He is now 1 for
control. Really not a natural leader.
Throwing for the second time, and for the second time he has a completion there to Marquise Goodwin.
But Mike Glennon threw for over 30 touchdowns that year. So that inner strength, you want to see it come out and use it as a quarterback with his team.
Stepping up in the pocket, and number
his receiver the angle to go get it.
Chance to separate and uncover.
4 plays, 4 passes.
So 2 plays ago, watch him come under here. Ansah on the screen pass, forces the delivery too early. Nice
out of a guy. This could be a day we see that for Ziggy Ansah.
Third down at 10. Mike Glennon to his right.
Instead of going under, watch the power move from the outside. He gets under Wagner from Wisconsin and jacks him right back in the quarterback. So
his first round tackle, Mike, but potential top 10 kind of pick, as this is Marquise Goodwin out of Texas. That's his 3rd catch here this afternoon. He was a star in the full speed one-on-ones Tuesday and Wednesday. This is Jonathan Franklin inside.
Make plays.
Agreed.
Mike Glennon at quarterback, started the last 26 games at NC State, taking over for Russell Wilson when he went to Wisconsin.
Pro Bowl last year, would have been again this year, but he has a date with a different game.
3rd down and 5. Glennon coming across. Robbie Rouse, the tailback behind him, the all-time leading rusher at Fresno State. And there's Denard Robinson with the football.
Whoa, this kid is right here. Watch how fast he is. Okay, backside of reverse. You've got to stay parallel to the line of scrimmage, which he does right there. Now, it looks, I thought he was beat right there, Charles. Now look at the stride. About 3 strides, he ate up about 12 yards there.
Did you see the spin off of the attempted block by Jack Doyle from Western Kentucky, the tight end?
That's awesome.
And about Ziggy Ansah potentially being a 1st-round draft pick.
Nassib looking to Chris Harper out of Kansas State, who is Colin Klein's leading receiver. 4.5 sacks in the final 9 games. And a great first half here at the Senior Bowl. Ryan Nassib chased out of the pocket, and he just fires that one out.
Great bull rush right there by Ansah. Now here's the chase from behind. He covers a lot of ground, doesn't he, Charles?
In a hurry. Just what you talked about. Not many strides. I was talking with someone from BYU. He wasn't a starter this year until an injury occurred, and he took it. That's not even right.
So when we get to the combine, it's going to be scary what this cat runs.
Ryan Nassib out of UCLA to put away. Almost had that one blocked.
Yeah, Duke Williams let his guy.
Shepard's in there.
You go get him.
You go get him too.
Duke's Allen in for the North team. This is Zach Dysert, the all-time leading passer at Miami, Ohio, and he is dropped. But never.
He gets a little bit overshadowed by some of those Georgia teammates. He comes underneath the block of Pugh. Remember what we said about Pugh? Is he a left tackle or not?
But watch the end of this play. Because Washington, there it was, as he's starting to celebrate the sack. And didn't realize the ball was
advantage of this week.
Zach Dysert pass again, setting up the screen to Kenyon Barner, and just flat out drops.
And a freakish 3 technique, a defensive tackle, that's him.
Zach Dysert on his first
there
series.
We go.
And on cue.
Linebacker that can also play in the sub packages, okay? His strength is going to be the pass game. Former running back, drives on the football, gets thrown right to him, and now bad throw, disconnect between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Now he turns into a running back, which is what he was. And
you don't get an opportunity like that very often.
Landry Jones to Mike James, and a couple of interceptions. Mike Glennon working it to his tight end. Good decision there. Good for North Carolina State after Russell Wilson transferred to Wisconsin. Kyle Hughes going no.
All week long, I think he's a dynamic playmaker downfield.
At 91 catches this past year in Corvallis. This is Mike Glennon keeping it himself and sniffing that one.
check it this out. Here,
Help me.
here, they're not fooled at all, and there's no receivers. Look at Chase Thomas.
But is this for real? Is this a home run?
I don't know what they're doing.
There's no receivers over there.
There's not a receiver over there unless.
But it did go for a first down. First
That
down
boy
10.
Mike, 6'7", get you a first down when you fall forward.
114. 149.
Here's Jonathan Franklin, set a single season rushing record at UCLA along with the
Buy into those fumbles.
No, that's not a good idea.
9 separate 100-yard games. Mike Glennon rolling to his right.
There you go.
There's a
And this is what you were looking for from Mike Glennon, isn't it, Mike?
Yeah.
Look at him roll it, and now here's that arm talent you talk about. Look at him put it on him.
And
That's
he's
a beautiful throw.
on the move, his feet, hips, shoulders, getting alignment clear.
A little collaborative effort. I like it.
now working inside of South Territory and working in rhythm. A little bit behind.
Graduated junior. His movement skills, his feet are really good. Tight end's going to pull away, kick slides to his left, handles it very, very easily.
Let him throw. Let him go.
They toss it to Kenyon Varner. Cuts it up inside.
Look, they're in cover two, Charles. Two deep safeties.
There he is off the 5
Where's
step.
the seam?
Again with time and coming underneath to Kenyon. Best throw called back for a penalty. 3rd down and 6. Climbs the pocket well, but throws in accurately.
So you want to make sure you take advantage of the opportunity to be here. Obviously, I wasn't 100% early in the week, which is why I sat out of 2 practices. But had the opportunity.
Here to Mobile.
No doubt off-the-field issues as a baseball player at Florida State. Long 30 years ago. Huge upside for a kid with only 11 starts in college football.
Pass it to Goodwin, and Goodwin has had a very active.
Kyle Long at Oregon that was denied by the NCAA, thus he's here today.
Great matchup on a 360-pounder across from him.
Jonathan Franklin out of UCLA.
Alabama and had a much better career.
Zach Dysert out of Miami and a quarterback and looking deep. Not a bad toss.
My nickname was Soft and Off.
Oh man, they were going by me like it was a turnstile.
Zach Dysert.
Here's Alford, going to run in and then back out. Now that ball's got to be earlier and wider. Good job by Alford though, hip to hip. Closes on the football, makes the play. That's really pretty.
If they're going to throw it wider, it's got to be thrown quicker.
Yeah,
it's got to be out of your hands.
But he kept it interesting early, just because of some arm talent throws.
Like that. There's a shot there to mark for just 27 yards. Looking off and coming back underneath. There's a guy you were asking, experienced quarterback, and he probably threw 2 balls down the field.
Right.
Flushed out to his left, back across his body, finding Kenyon Varner one more time.